This is everything you need to know about the Spires in Fortnite. The reason why I mentioned just Fortnite is because not only are these inside of our Odyssey worlds, but you can also find them in Battle Royale. But not only that, we've also discovered that these are located inside of Brick Life as well. To start off in our Odyssey worlds, I mentioned before that in order to find some of these Spires, you are going to need to talk to Vengeance Jones. He's going to send you on a quest in order to find some of these. Not only will you find him, but you'll also discover Hope, who ties in a little bit when it comes to Brick Life. Talking to Hope is pretty weird because when you first talk to her, she mentions that they're setting up a battle bus and then also mentions that there are going to be superheroes, or mentions that they needed a place for heroes to gather and train so that we have a fighting chance. But the question becomes, against what? What do we need a fighting chance against, and what is this new battle bus route going to bring us? Now it gets even weirder because on Brick Life in the town square, you could see a spire directly above a bus station again. Now, does this mean that inside of our Odyssey worlds, we're going to be able to fast travel over to Brick Life, or from Brick Life over to Odyssey? I really don't know yet. I do have a hint from my insider from my last two videos, but it's pretty interesting to find out that we got a bus station inside of Brick Life, and they're currently working on adding a route inside of Odyssey. Now, the spires right now inside of our Odyssey worlds, which are something that we can attack, don't do anything. However, there's a few hints that I've talked about over the last few days as to what we should be getting when it comes to the spires in our worlds. The thing that I'm not sure of is how this is going to affect Battle Royale and also Brick Life, because in Brick Life we don't have any enemies in there. Now, the spires are going to be inside of one of the loading screens that we can unlock inside of our LEGO Pass, and what we could see is in the bottom right is going to be new enemies that we have not seen yet. On the far left, there's also another enemy that we have not seen yet, and the spire looks to be glowing and activating in a way which is not something that we see inside of our worlds just yet. So if a loading screen gives us any indication as to what's happening, we should see an activation on that spire as well as brand new enemies releasing into the game. So now that we know all about the fact that we're getting new enemies in the game thanks to the loading screen, I wanted to jump back to the caption, or what Hope was saying when speaking to her about this bus route, and that's that we're getting heroes to gather and train. Well, as I was recording this video on Twitter, LEGO Fortnite put out this image here with a caption that says, "Things are about to get even more super." Now, when it comes to things getting more super and them showing Superman on the image, it hints directly towards what Hope is talking about, which is giving us an area to train as heroes to learn superpowers or learn super moves or learn anything that we don't know about just yet. Which then brings us to this image loading screen here. On this image, we could see a few major things. We could see akimbo blasters in the bottom right, a hammer in the top right, and other superhero powers being used on the loading screen. Now, this could all be part of a brand new game mode that was also leaked by Lulu World on Twitter. Now, this brand new game mode should have something to do with Odyssey, because it wouldn't make sense that we're going to have to fight against these players and not use any type of superhero powers. However, it could also just be part of that brand new game mode. I do think that we're getting the akimbo, the hammer, the dual wield blasters. I think that we're getting all of these things added into Odyssey, and we are going to have to train ourselves using some of these rift stations on Odyssey or Brick Life to train and get ready to fight these new enemies. So far, yesterday we got our build-up update. Today we got ourselves a Twitter teaser, and I'm sure we'll get even more over the next 9 days before our content drop. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on everything that's come out so far down in the comment section. To get the first look at every single new teaser and update, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel with notification on. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace. Help me reach 50,000 subscribers by pressing that sub button in the top right. And if you guys haven't already, check out that video in the top left. YouTube thinks that you'll like it a lot. Peace.